spookster himself. It's Norman Tinsel. Welcome to Channel 9 Breakfast Show.
Good morning.
Manchester's answer to Nosferatu.
That's it. The living incarnation of Bela Lugosi.
Well, you've just started
like
up a ghost tour in Buxton, haven't you?
Yes.
There's been ghost tours in Manchester running for a while, but you set up the very first ghost tour in Buxton last year, didn't you?
Absolutely, yes.
So why Buxton?
What's
How
so scary
spooky
about
is it?
Buxton?
Well, Buxton is England's highest town. It's 1,000 feet above sea level. And rather than just look in the library or on the internet for ghost stories, I actually researched and found out loads and loads of really exciting and different ghost stories about Buxton. And it's running every Thursday and Saturday in August, 8 p.m. outside the front entrance of the Buxton Opera House. And it's fantastic. Buxton's actually, it's got a lot of phantom dogs in Buxton.
Phantom dogs.
Yeah,
it always strikes me a very twee, very quaint, very picturesque part of the world. Is it really got a kind of sinister, ghoulish past?
Yes, it has rather. There have been loads of sighting of ghostly dogs. There was a woman at a pub in Buxton called the Cheshire Cheese, and she stroked a dog. It had no ears, no teeth, no nose, no chin.
How do you know it was a dog, then?
Well, 3 days later, the woman was stone cold dead. And at the Palace Hotel, the general manager was walking through and he found a dog and he shooed the animal away, and the dog walked through a solid wall.
Really?
And he was horrified. From that day onwards, the general manager's not done a stroke of work.
So,
I'm only joking.
Norman, what is it about dogs then in Buxton?
Well, I don't know, but some of the older inhabitants of Buxton, over the age of 80, they actually they sing an old folk song about these dogs. Yeah.
Could you give us a rendition?
Well, it goes something like, Who letteth the dogs out? Now, no, it's...
Bananas!
But there have been a lot of sightings of it's actually been spotted on a security camera at the university. That used to be the Devonshire hospital before then. It was a set of stables. So.
Right.
But Buxton's got fantastic architecture as well.
It's a beautiful place, and great Victorian building stuff there as well. Now, you're looking rather dapper yourself, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much for making the effort this morning. Now, what's with the regalia? Is this something that you wear on the tours?
Yes, it is. I wear this on the tour when we go round, and we do like a little walk. And if you want to find out about ghosts, you can go to buxtonghosttour.co.uk.
He's a pro, isn't he?
Last year the tour was good. This year it's out of this world.
Why do we like being scared? Why do we love ghost stories so much?
Well, I think it's about the unknown. Is there life after death? And people have always liked sort of horror and drama and things like that. So I try to sort of mix it all together. It's something suitable, for the whole family as well.
So kids can go along.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's got a lot more popular the last few weeks since it stopped pouring down with rain.
Of course, as well.
Yeah.
Now, you said that you were solely responsible for researching this. How long did it take to get all your information together?
It was about a year. I actually forced myself to visit every public hostelry in Buxton.
Oh, good.
And often
good
at
research.
11:30 at night, I entered a paranormal state.
Paranormal state.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I told my wife.
So what's some of the scariest stories from Buxton? We've heard a little bit about
What
the dogs.
scares you, Norman?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Some of the stories
He's
can be a bit
unscarable.
scary. I mean, there's one particular place we visit or we get very close to, and actually when you visit, you have to deal an extra set of cards. You have to deal an extra card for the dead man, and if you don't...
Whoa!
Strange things can happen.
Get you.
Wow.
And that's actually a true story. And, so if you come on the tour, you'll find out.
Would you do that again, please?
The psychic spirits have to be with me
Oh,
when
I see.
do things like that.
Totally understand.
But if you come on the tour, say, as I said, it starts at the front edge of the Buxton Opera House every Thursday and Saturday in August.
Just get that plug in again,
no,
Norman.
I've
just
just
squeeze it in
stopped
there
mentioning
In
again.
the first 10 times.
It's very reasonably priced, only £4.
It's not QVC, mate. We're not flogging everything.
Yes, I've got some cufflinks for sale.
How long does a tour last, and sort of what landmarks do you visit?
It lasts about an hour, and we visit, starting off at the Buxton Opera House, we go around the Pavilion Gardens, and we look at the Crescent, which is a fantastic bit of architecture, and also we visit the Devonshire, the university, that's it, which for 80 years had the largest unsupported dome in the world. That's an impressive fact, isn't it?
Norman, are you going to come back?
Definitely.
He's coming back in about half an hour with some balloons.
Yes,
I also
I've got
have it
some
on
balloons.
good authority
Yes.
that when Oasis performed at Main Road, you were the official backstage entertainment. Is that right,
That is absolutely right, yes, yes.
Well, in that case, we're going to hold this man to his word to find out how entertaining he can be a little bit later. I believe he's got a trick or two up his sleeve, but let's find out what the weather's got in store for us for the rest of the morning with Michelle. Mr. Norman Tinsel is back. He's the gentleman who has created these ghost walks in Buxton, and he's joining us to show us some rather spooky tricks. Oh!
Cheers, it's very floaty
Sorcery.
feeling, this is a... It could be on my Buxton Ghost Tour.
It could well be.
Norman, how did you do that?
Well, it might be the effect of the spirits or the champagne, you know.
Spirits like it.
Yes.
The dark arts.
Oh, it could be, or buxtonghosttour.co.uk.
Is it that special Buxton water?
It might be, actually, because it flows at a constant temperature of 37.5 degrees centigrade.
Is that right, or are you just making this up?
No, it does. That's absolutely right. It does. It does.
Have you come across lots of different facts about Buxton researching your tours?
Yes. Always have champagne in the morning, see. Now, yes, I have. Buxton, for example, one of Britain's most famous ghost haunts there, Mary Queen of Scots, actually went on holiday to Buxton. It was the last holiday she ever had.
Really?
Yes, she was. She went to the Old Hall Hotel and she was held captive at Hartwick Hall, which is just down the road, and she actually wrote on the glass, "Buxton, perchance I shall see thee no more," because Queen Elizabeth forbade her to ever go on holiday.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is facts like that.
She had a head chopped off.
She did. She was executed, I think, in 1587. She came to a pretty sticky end. So.
Have you seen her since?
Well, people claim they have, walking through the Old Hall Hotel, yes.
What's the most common apparition in Buxton? Is there a particular ghost that always seems to reappear? Apart from the dogs, as you mentioned the dogs.
I was going to say the dogs, then. Either as common apparition, I would say there seems to be... A lot of pubs seem to have ghosts. There's one...
Funnily enough.
Yeah, funnily enough, that sort of throw things about. There's one at the old clubhouse as well that's supposed to be very haunted.
There's a few in Salford.
Really?
11:30. But do you come up against a lot of cynicism? People who say, you know, this can't possibly exist. You know, science defies it.
Yes, you do. Some people are very cynical, but, I mean, a lot of people claim that these things happen. And I was actually, when I was walking through Buxton handing out some leaflets for my tour, a woman actually came and said to me, she said, oh, she takes her dog for a walk, and every time she passes the churchyard, this is a true story, when she passes a particular grave, the dog goes berserk, and it's always the same grave.
It's interesting.
I think you might have buried something there.
Yeah. Well, no, it's spirits, obviously.
Obvious.
So, yeah.
Because animals during the war apparently could sense where there have been killing fields. Animals are very perceptive with things like that. So it does make you wonder, doesn't it?
It does indeed, yes.
What do you enjoy most about these ghost walks and telling these tales? Is it the reaction you get from people, or is it the fact of just being able to tell a good story?
I like the reaction you get from people, and I like telling a good story and to entertain people. I mean, primarily I'm an entertainer and performer, so I try to present everything in an entertaining manner. But as I said, also these stories, I mean, people assured me they're 100% true. Because when I first went round Buxton, I thought, well, no one's going to have any stories, but they did, and quite extraordinary ones, you know, ones that have not been written down or even on the internet or anything like that.
Now, what happens to these spooky balloons?
Oh, would you like a spooky balloon?
Please, yeah.
Yes, I'll make a special one for you, Byron.
Thank you, sir.
And for you as well, Nina. I've got your name right, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
I'm terrible at names, you see.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Something specially for you, especially for you, Nina.
Now, is this something that Oasis asked for when you performed for them backstage when they were at
when I did the gig, I didn't actually see them, but I did meet Noddy Holder, though.
Well, there you go.
I did meet Noddy Holder. And this is especially for Nina. You get yourself your ghostly...
It's a ghost dog.
A dog,
a
like
ghost
that.
poodle.
Hang on, what's that? Oh, hang on. Oh, it's hair of the dog.
Oi!
Thank you very much. much,
I
Norman.
get the jokes and the Christmas crackers.
Norman, when the lights get a bit darker,
Yes.
when the sun sets, any chance we can get you back into the studio and tell us a few ghost stories?
Absolutely. I'd love to come back and tell you some ghost stories.
It's been a pleasure. Thank
It
you very
really
much for
has.
joining us.
Thank you very
Norman.
much.
And you could share your cape with Elvin.
I will do, yes. I'm a big Elvis fan myself.
Crikey, if you two merged into one, that would be one scary thought.
Elvis might appear in my ghost tour in Buxton. You never know if you come along.
OK, now let's get to some traffic and travel with Michelle.